pressure exerted by a column of water of height 0.85 meter. Density of water, so we already know that density is denoted as rho. Water, for water we have written W is equal to 1000 kilogram meter per cube, and kerosene of same height, density of kerosene, for kerosene rho K is equal to 800 kilogram meter per meter cube. So pressure due to water. What is the formula to find out that? Already we know that, now only we got that answer. P is equal to rho into height h into g. So that is density into height into gravity. So P is equal to h rho g. For water we are writing rho w. So what is the height? 0.85 meter. And what is the density of water? 1000 kilogram per meter cube. And what is the g? That is gravity, acceleration due to gravity, 10 meter second per minus 2. So when you multiply these three value, you will get 8500 Pascal. Okay, for pressure unit is what? Pascal. So that we'll write PA. Now we'll find out pressure due to kerosene. The same formula. So what is the height? 0.85 meter and 800 kilogram per meter cube into same acceleration due to gravity. When you multiply these three value, will get 6800 Pascal. So pressure due to water is 8500 Pascal. Pressure due to kerosene is 6800 Pascal. So you have to remember this formula. So pressure is equal to what? Rho into pressure due to liquid column, P is equal to rho into height into G. So HPG. Now we'll learn about atmospheric pressure and how atmospheric pressure acts like a column. Our earth is surrounded by a layer of air up to certain height, nearly 300 kilometer, and this layer of air around the earth is called what? Atmosphere of the earth. Since air occupies space and has weight, it also exerts what? Pressure like liquid solid. Okay, this pressure is called what? Atmospheric pressure. The atmospheric pressure we normally refer is the air pressure at sea level. Okay, so that air gets thinner with increasing altitude, hence the atmospheric pressure decreases as we go up in the mountains. On the other hand, air gets heavier as we go down below the sea level like mines. So air pressure and density are higher at sea level because a taller column of air pushes down. Okay, we can able to see the atoms and molecules are more. Okay, air pressure when you go higher, okay, air pressure and density are lower at higher altitude because a shorter column of air pushes down. See two example to understand atmospheric pressure acts like a column. Our human lungs is well adapted to breathe at the pressure of sea level 101.3 K Pascal. As the pressure falls at greater altitudes, mountain climbers need special breathing equipments with oxygen cylinders. Without oxygen cylinders, they cannot able to breathe properly. Okay, so they will carry the breathing oxygen cylinder. Okay, so now similarly special equipments are used by people who work in mines. Why? Where the pressure is greater than that of sea level. That is why they also need a special equipment to breathe properly. Why? Because there is a greater pressure than that of sea level. Let's see the construction and working of mercury barometer. The instrument used to measure atmospheric pressure is called barometer. A mercury barometer, first designed by an Italian physicist, Torricelli, consists of a long glass tube closed at one end, open at other, filled with mercury and turned upside down into a container of mercury. This is done by closing the open end of mercury filled tube with the thumb and then opening it after immersing into a through of mercury. The barometer works by balancing the mercury in the glass tube against the outside air pressure. If the air pressure increases, it pushes more of the mercury up into the tub, and if the air pressure decreases, more of the mercury drains from the tube. As there is no air trapped in the space between mercury and the closed end, there is vacuum in that space. Vacuum cannot exert any pressure, so the level of mercury in the tube provides a precise measure of air pressure, which is called atmospheric pressure. This type of instrument can be used in a lab or weather station. Now you understand the instrument about the mercury barometer. Let's do one problem. A mercury barometer is a physics laboratory, shows a 732 millimeter vertical column of mercury. Calculate the atmospheric pressure in Pascal. What are the given values? Given density of mercury is what? Rho is equal to 1.36 into 10 to the power 4 kilometer per meter cube. And gravity, we know that G is equal to 9.8 meter second minus 2. So now we will calculate the atmospheric pressure in the laboratory. P is equal to H into rho into G. That is the pressure due to a liquid. Okay, so what is the height? Height of the liquid column is that 732 millimeter, that is into 10 to the power minus 3, into what is the density of mercury? 1.36 into 10 to the power 4, and acceleration due to gravity is at 9.8. So when multiplying these three value, will get 9.746 into 10 to the power 4 Pascal. That is the pressure unit. So when you keep the point before one digit, will get 0.976 into 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Now we are going to see the topic is gauge pressure and absolute pressure. Our daily activities are happening in the atmospheric pressure. We are so used to it that we do not even realize. When tire pressure and blood pressure are measured using instruments, gauges, they show the pressure over the atmospheric pressure. Hence, absolute pressure is zero referenced against a perfect vacuum, and gauge pressure is zero referenced against atmospheric pressure. Let's learn detailedly about gauge pressure and absolute pressure and how to measure these two pressure. How they are measuring gauge pressure and absolute pressure. In this figure, we can able to understand that what is gauge pressure and how they measuring the absolute and gauge pressure. In this, the center blue line, it is the atmospheric pressure. Okay, above the atmospheric pressure will denoted as A, and below the atmospheric pressure will denoted as B. If I take any pressure from absolute zero, that is known as absolute pressure. Okay, if we measure from absolute zero, it may be above the atmospheric also, it is known as absolute pressure. If I take any pressure above the atmospheric pressure, is known as gauge pressure. Above the atmospheric is gauge pressure, it is positive, and below the atmospheric pressure is the negative or vacuum. Okay, next, the pressure below the atmospheric pressure is known as vacuum pressure. The pressure below the atmospheric pressure is known as vacuum pressure. So absolute pressure is measured from absolute zero. Gauge pressure measured above the atmospheric pressure, taking atmospheric or as zero. Vacuum pressure less than the atmospheric pressure. Vacuum pressure, how we will measure pressure less than the atmospheric pressure. I think now you understood. For pressure higher than atmospheric pressure, absolute pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure plus gauge pressure. For pressures lower than the atmospheric pressure, absolute pressure is equal to atmospheric pressure minus gauge pressure. We have seen that liquid column exert pressure. So the pressure inside the sea will be more. This is more than twice the atmospheric pressure. So our parts of our body, especially blood vessels and soft tissues, cannot withstand such high pressure. So that scuba divers always wear special suits and equipments to protect them. Now the topic is Pascal's law. Pascal's principle is named after